The calm before the storm. The galaxy was quiet, but the calm was false. Stars twinkled far away, peaceful and cold. But deep in the war zone, danger waited. For years, war had torn the galaxy apart. But now, humans prepared for a battle that could end it all. Commander Rin stood on the bridge of her flagship, the Valiant, watching the stars ahead. Her face was calm, but her eyes showed the weight of responsibility. She was young but wise, chosen to lead the human fleet into the most dangerous place in the galaxy. The warzone was controlled by a powerful alien empire known for its cruel tactics. Many fleets had tried and failed to take this area, but the humans believed this time would be different. The Valiant was a strong ship, equipped with the latest technology and weapons behind Rin. Hundreds of crew members prepared their ships for battle. Each soldier and pilot knew what was at stake, and none were willing to give up. The human fleet was not the largest in the galaxy, but they had something more important: courage and unity. As the fleet moved closer to the war zone, tension filled the air. No one spoke much, but everyone felt the same fear and hope. The alien empire's ships could be seen in the distance, dark shapes moving in formation. Their weapons glowed with deadly energy, ready to destroy anything in their path. Rin's second-in-command, Lieutenant Dara, approached quietly. "Commander, sensors show enemy ships preparing for attack," she said softly. Rin nodded. "Good. Let them come," she replied, voice steady. "We will be ready." The war zone was a place of endless battles and broken dreams. Many thought it was a trap, but Rin believed it was a chance. A chance to end the war and bring peace to the galaxy. In the fleet's command room, officers discussed plans and strategies. They studied enemy movements carefully, searching for weak points. Rin knew the key to victory was speed and surprise. She ordered her fleet to move quietly and quickly, hoping to catch the enemy off guard. The humans used old star maps and new technology to navigate the dangerous space. Asteroid fields, space storms, and debris fields made the journey hard, but the crew worked together, trusting each other and their leaders. Meanwhile, on an enemy ship, the alien commander watched the human fleet's approach. He was a tall, fierce figure with glowing eyes. Cold and ruthless, he smiled darkly. "They think they can take the war zone so easily," he said. "Let them try. They will learn the meaning of fear." Back on the Valiant, Rin gathered her senior officers for a final briefing. She spoke clearly and with determination. "This battle will decide the future of many worlds. We must be brave and smart," she said. "The enemy expects us to fail, so we must surprise them." The officers nodded, feeling the weight of the moment. Outside the window, stars looked peaceful, but everyone knew the calm would end soon. Suddenly, alarms sounded throughout the fleet. Red lights flashing everywhere. Enemy ships had launched their first attack. Missiles and lasers streaking through space. The human fleet moved quickly into battle positions, shields rising, weapons charging. Rin's voice was calm but firm over the comms. "All ships, prepare for battle." Pilots gripped their controls tightly, ready to face the enemy fire. The first explosions lit the darkness, shaking ships and hearts alike in the chaos. Rin focused on one thing: protecting her fleet and winning the fight. She moved her ship with skill, dodging attacks and firing back when she could. Her crew worked as one, each person doing their part to keep the Valiant alive. Despite the fear, a sense of hope grew stronger. The humans fought not just for survival, but for a future free from war. They believed that in this moment, they could change the galaxy forever. As the battle raged, Rin looked to the stars and whispered, "This is only the beginning." The calm before the storm was over. Now, the real fight had begun. The swift arrival, the human fleet moved like a shadow through the dark war zone. Commander Rin guided her ships with steady hands and a sharp mind. Every pilot knew their role, every soldier ready for what was to come. The enemy was powerful, but the humans had one thing they trusted above all: speed. As the fleet entered the enemy's territory, silence filled the spaces between ships. Then suddenly, enemy weapons fired, bright streaks cutting across the blackness. Lasers and missiles rushed toward the humans, but the fleet was prepared. Shields rose up like walls of light, protecting each ship as they moved forward. Rin's voice echoed through the comms, calm and clear. "Keep formation. Focus fire on enemy command ships," she ordered. The human ships responded instantly, lasers and plasma bolts striking hard and fast. In just seconds, key enemy vessels exploded in fireballs, shaking the enemy lines. The alien forces were shocked by the sudden and fierce attack. They expected a slow and cautious approach, but the humans struck with the force of a storm. Confusion spread among the enemy ranks, their carefully planned defense breaking down. In the center of the battle, Rin's flagship led the charge. Her ship, the Valiant, moved quickly, dodging attacks and firing precise shots. Every move was planned and practiced. The result of years of training and teamwork, the enemy tried to regroup, sending faster ships to flank the human fleet. But the humans anticipated this. Rin ordered a swift counterattack, dividing her fleet into smaller groups. Each group worked together to outmaneuver and destroy the enemy ships. On board one of the smaller human ships, pilot Kieran felt his heart race. He fired his weapons with steady hands, taking down enemy fighters one by one. His actions helped protect the larger fleet and kept the battle moving in their favor. As the battle continued, the humans uncovered a secret. The enemy was hiding a powerful weapon, a giant ship armed with devastating technology. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike, Rin knew that if this weapon was activated, it could destroy the entire human fleet. She made a quick decision. Send a strike team to disable the enemy's weapon. The team moved fast, slipping past enemy patrols and heading straight for the target. Their mission was dangerous, but success meant saving countless lives. Back at the front, the human fleet kept pressing forward. Their speed and teamwork overwhelmed the enemy. The warzone that once seemed impossible to conquer was falling apart in minutes. The part ends with the strike team reaching the enemy's secret weapon. Tension builds as they prepare to disable it. The fate of the battle hangs by a thread: the hidden weapon. The strike team moved quietly through the enemy's dark corridors. Commander Rin's plan depended on their success. Their target was a massive weapon hidden deep inside the alien ship. It was powerful enough to destroy entire fleets with a single blast. Lieutenant Dara led the team, her face calm but eyes sharp. She knew the risks. One wrong step and the mission would fail. The corridors were silent except for the hum of the ship's engines. Sensors scanned constantly. Searching for any sign of danger, the team moved fast, disabling security systems and avoiding patrols. Each member trusted their training and each other. They reached the weapons control room, a huge chamber filled with glowing panels and switches. Dara's fingers worked quickly, trying to shut down the weapon. But suddenly alarms blared, red lights flashing wildly. The enemy had detected them, and reinforcements were on their way. Outside the control room, soldiers prepared to fight. The strike team braced for battle, ready to protect their mission at all costs. Dara looked at her team. "We finish this. No matter what," she said firmly. Back with the fleet, Commander Rin watched anxiously as time ticked by. Every second mattered. The enemy's secret weapon could change the battle. The fleet fought fiercely to keep the enemy distracted, giving the strike team a chance inside the control room. Dara found the main power source with a deep breath. She triggered the shutdown sequence. Lights dimmed, and the hum of the weapon faded. The secret weapon was disabled, and the strike team prepared to leave just as they turned to escape. Enemy forces burst into the room. A fierce fight broke out, but the strike team held their ground with skill and teamwork. They fought their way back to the fleet. Meanwhile, the humans took advantage of the weapon's destruction. The enemy fleet began to falter, losing strength and coordination. Commander Rin ordered the fleet to push forward. The warzone was breaking apart, and victory seemed closer than ever. But the enemy was not defeated yet. They gathered for a final desperate attack. The humans knew this would be the hardest fight. The part ends with the fleet preparing for the enemy's last stand. The enemy's last stand. The alien fleet gathered their remaining forces in one final attack. Their ships moved like dark shadows across the stars. Commander Rin watched from the bridge of the Valiant, her face calm but her mind alert. She knew this battle would be the hardest yet. The humans prepared for the enemy's last strike. Shields were raised, weapons charged, and every pilot was ready. Loyal crews stood at their stations, hearts steady despite the fear. This was a fight not just for victory but for survival. The enemy's massive warships opened fire. Beams of energy tore through space, lighting up the darkness. Explosions rocked the human fleet, shaking ships and spirits alike. But Rin's fleet held strong, moving as one. Blocking attacks and returning fire, Captain Aaron led a squadron in a daring maneuver. His small team dodged enemy fire and struck at weak points. Their bravery inspired others, lifting the fleet's morale. Every ship fought with courage and hope, knowing the future depended on this moment. The ancient war machine stood in the center of the battle. Its glowing blue eyes scanned the enemy with powerful blasts. It destroyed wave after wave of alien ships. The machine's strength gave humans a chance they never thought possible. Yet, the enemy commander was ruthless. He ordered his fleet to focus on the machine. Dark energy weapons fired, aiming to bring down humanity's greatest ally. The battle grew fiercer, with neither side giving ground. Rin and Aaron coordinated attacks, pushing their crews beyond limits. The fleet's unity became their greatest weapon. Slowly, the enemy fleet began to weaken, ships falling one after another. The part ends with a massive explosion shaking the battlefield. A key enemy warship is destroyed, breaking the alien force's spirit. Hope rises among the humans, but the fight is not yet over. Victory and new beginnings, the battle raged on. But the tide had turned. The alien fleet was breaking apart. Their ships falling one by one. Commander Rin stood tall on the bridge of the Valiant. Watching the enemy retreat, her heart was heavy for those lost. But hopeful for the future, Captain Aaron led the final charge with the ancient war machine by his side. The machine's powerful blasts tore through the enemy's last defenses. Together, humans and machine fought as one, unstoppable and united. The alien commander's fleet scattered, their dark shadows fading into the stars. Victory belonged to the humans, but it came with a cost. Many brave souls had given their lives to protect the galaxy. Rin and her crew honored their sacrifice, promising their fight was not in vain. With the war zone secured, the human fleet began repairs and recovery. The ancient war machine stood ready to defend against any new threat. For the first time in many years, hope shone bright across the galaxy. Rin looked to the stars and spoke quietly. "We have won this battle, but our journey continues. Humans and the machine would work together to build a new future, one where peace and strength could exist side by side." The story closed on a hopeful note. A new chapter for humanity was just beginning. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. The war zone had fallen in seconds, but the legacy of courage would last forever. The battle had ended, but the stars still seemed heavy with silence. Humanity's fleet floated among the wreckage of the enemy ships, the fires slowly dying down. Alien leaders came forward to thank the humans for their courage and strength. For the first time, many species saw humanity not as weak or reckless, but as a powerful force to trust. The human commander looked around at the broken but hopeful faces of their allies, feeling both pride and sorrow. So many had been lost, and the cost of victory weighed heavily on everyone's hearts. Still, new friendships and alliances began to form, built on respect and shared survival. But peace was fragile, and the galaxy whispered of dangers yet to come. Just as the commander was about to speak at a new council meeting, a distant signal blinked on the screens. An unknown ship approached Earth, silent and fast, carrying secrets no one was ready for. The commander stared at the screen, heart pounding. Knowing this was only the beginning, the calm after the battle was only temporary. Strange signals began to appear near the far edges of known space, puzzling both humans and aliens. The human commander gathered their team and prepared a mission to investigate these mysterious signals. As they traveled deeper into the unknown, they discovered a massive ancient war machine, hidden for centuries beneath a dying planet's surface. The machine suddenly awoke, powered by an energy unlike anything they had seen before. It moved with terrifying speed, destroying everything in its path without mercy. The galaxy faced a new enemy, far stronger and more ruthless than before. Humanity and its allies realized they must unite like never before or risk total destruction. But old fears and mistrust still lingered, threatening to break their fragile alliance. The commander felt the weight of the galaxy's future on their shoulders, knowing this fight would be the hardest yet.